Excuse me. I think our lighting is not the best. I'll try to bring some more light. Thank you for joining. Everybody, when you come online, you share. Let's get everybody on. Thank you for joining. Okay. We are getting a report about the gun battles in Aziri Church in Bamenda, and we hope that everybody in Bamenda is safe. Please, once you join, you share extensively. Let's get everybody on board so that we can all enjoy this show today with a lot of very important discussions. So we will be starting this show in 5 minutes once we have everybody on board. So we hope to have everybody. If you join, thank you for watching. Mirabe and all. Everybody who's joining, share and invite everybody so that we can get everybody on board. My friend from UK, Ernest Asobo watching. We want to invite everyone who will be watching at this moment to invite friends so that we can get the show right on there and talk really very crucial things. When you join, please you share, you invite everybody, because that is the essence of our shows. We have the responsibility to share to everyone who will be watching us, and I'm very sure that we will be discussing very pertinent issues, proposals that would go a long way to positively influence and change the face of this revolution. And of course, as you may be aware, we are working on our own various spheres without undermining the strength of each person, without going contrary to the values of our revolution, without undermining the sacrifices of those on ground zero. We will do our possible best to continuously preach that which is generally acceptable, and of course we would also talk a whole lot of things today. We would obviously be talking about a couple of other issues that would need redress. Just a minute. So we need everybody on board. That's what remains very, very, very vital. Everybody must come on board for us to kickstart the show. And of course, it is our responsibility to get this to all the quarters so that we can have everybody watching. I'm sorry that I have a bit of cold, so I'm trying to clear off. Thank you. When you join, you share extensively. We'll start the live show effectively when we have 500 persons. For all those of you who are watching on Ground Zero, a special patriotic salute to all of you. Excuse me, I'm trying to clear some cold. All right, when you join, you share extensively. That is your very important and singular responsibility, because I think that at this juncture, that is what we owe every Ambazonian, to get these live shows and get them out there clearly. We are hoping to push further our agenda on specific issues, while remaining respectful to both the subjects and the objects, while at the same time not sparing the rod and spoiling the child. we remain committed to our responsibility of discussing the future and proposing and postulating theories and the practical examples that are going to help our people, both on ground zero and the diaspora. So please, if you join, you share extensively. We will be talking, we'll have 500 person watching. So everybody who's watching, you have to share and get everybody on board, because that's what remains very significant to the show. Everybody has to be on board. Sorry, I'm not very comfortable today because of cold. Excuse me. So when you come on, you share. We want to start first and foremost by apologizing for yesterday, unable to come on live because of unforeseen circumstances. I suddenly had a cold and a couple of other things, what we call force majeure. And so, but well, all the same, I think I had to attack it seriously. We're getting better, and we can do this as a team, as a people. And of course, I want to thank all of you for your sacrifices. My number is there. I'm going to send my number. If you want to get my number, you go on the official page of National Telegraph. My direct phone number is there. It's public. My brother phone. Thank you so much for everything. I'm going to, at this juncture, ask us to continuously share. We'll start the show in the next 3 minutes. We'll go straight to the agenda, and I want to be very brief about some of those things I've put there. I want the show to be compact, brief, so that everybody will be joining later on, will be watching the show and feeling very satisfied and fulfilled. So once you join, you share extensively, and you get everybody on board, so that we can we can put all of this together. Somebody saying that we should rejoice statement of everybody we returning to their county of origin. Eric Tator has never said that everybody should return to their county or counties of origin. I have never said that. Those things have been amended over time, over my live videos, and I'm going to continuously explain to you people, because this is one fundamental principle or one fundamental idea that I think that is going to help us, and is going to go all the way to assist us in trying to get our revolution on track. Please, if you join, you share extensively, and let's get everybody on board once more. I'll start talking. We'll have 500 persons. It's your responsibility to bring everybody on board before we continue the show, and we assure the next couple of minutes we should be having that. So when you join, you bring everybody, and let the show get on. As soon as we have everybody watching, I'm going to be reiterating the particular issue of pictures and sharing of videos that my friend Mark Barita made mention of yesterday. So we'll talk about all of these things, and then we'll elaborate on this batch number in the county by county approach. So once you join, you click on share, you click on like, and you continuously type there is genocide in southern Cameroon. And for all those of you who are in the town, I'm sending a special salute to all of you in the town. For all those of you who are watching me from other parts of southern Cameroon, from other parts in the diaspora, this is a special live show for you, and we expect that everybody will be on board, so that we get all of these things done just exactly the right way. And of course, we will continuously take responsibility for the ideologies we preach, and for the number of people we intend to reach as far as our strategies are concerned. And today, I'll be giving us a simple example between quinine and quaterm and other malaria treatments to consolidate and further explain our ideas. So please, when you come online, you share extensively. We hope to have everybody on board watching the show 5 on 5. I think this is the very essence of why we join shows. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to kick off, and that should be like in 2 minutes. We'll start because we're almost having about a quarter of 1,000. And so once that is done, we're going to go on. Charlotte Abron, thank you very much. My phone is part of the communication strategy. You wouldn't say that a CNN journalist who is using an iPad to look up information is being disrespectful. It's part of modern way of communicating. There are things that I jot in my phone that I have to look to remember to tell you. There are also something I need to look up and a couple of things like that. Well, if you feel disrespected by that, I hope that my explanation of the reason why I have my phone on me must have calmed you down a little bit. That's the essence. We have to be communicating and discussing with each other so that we would understand. There are things that I have to check on my phone. There are some jottings that I do on my phone. There are some issues that I receive that I can explain when they're in my phone. So we're going to probably do a couple of things today, and I hope to get this very straight. So we are going on. I think we're hitting up the target soon. Come on, bring everybody on board so that we're going to start. This show is very important for the survival of every Ambazonian. So when you come on board, you're going to share extensively. I'm going to, at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, ask us to, listen to this very, very important music. I'm dedicating this music very specially as we make the Million Man March in Washington, D.C. I'm going to dedicate this very beautiful track to our brother, our comrade, our president, and of course, we are saying that we are with him in spirit. Siseko Ayoktabe. It's a special dedication to all of them in jail, and of course, we're glad to know that all of you are watching. So we come in and invite everybody. We're going to start in the next 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we're going to kick off. Once we have everybody watching. So, all right, thank you. I'll take your note, Precious. I'll take your note. I'll be there. I come there sometimes. Last week and this week. I've been there though. I don't go there often. Thank you, Sophie Fontaine. We thank God for every strength and please bring everybody on board. When you join, you invite everybody. Click on like, click on share. Everybody. Oh, you can't share because you're already on the video. If you want to share, you cannot share. You go back to the page to Eric Tato. You come out of the video. You go to Eric Tato. You click on share. You click on share and then you come back to watching the video. So that's the easiest way to do. Of course, bring everybody on board. Thank you watching from Madrid. Those who are watching from Madrid in Spain. If you're watching from UK. All those of you watching from Moyoka. If you're watching from Sabongari. And of course, we keep praying for our foot soldiers. We keep praying for our leaders to finally unite here in Washington. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is the spirit. Go back, you click on share. If you can't share, that's because you're already on the live video. And so once you go back, you can exactly click on share, and then you bring everybody on board so that we can put all of these videos out there so that our followers, everybody watching on Ground Zero, will begin to get this clean and clear. Okay. Please, let's bring everybody on board. Build the platform, bring everybody on board. We'll start talking as soon as we have 1,000. Now, yep, I think we'll start at this juncture. We have quite a good number, no doubt. We thought people will be joining us. Not everybody's coming on just yet. Of course, this show wasn't announced. A lot of people waited for us yesterday. They didn't get us. So today, we want to say, if you're joining and you can't share, go back to the page. For example, you're already on the video. Sometimes you meet the video, you click on the video, and like when you click on it, immediately you're watching the video, you won't be able to share. So what you can do is that you go to my page where you have Eric Tato Tano or Eric Tato, and then you see the video now. Then you cannot click on share. When you click on share, the video will be shared to other groups. You can also share the links to WhatsApp groups so that we can have everybody on board. And then once that is done, we will now be sure that we've invited everybody to watch. You can also invite people who want to watch the show, your friends, your contacts, and you know, that exactly is the essence of why you're on live. You know, you get everybody on board, and you probably would understand that the reason why you're unable to share, I've just explained. And once you're able to share, you go back to my page, and then you would now see that it is easiest for you to share. You know, I'm also trying to add it up to my other timeline so that we'll have it on both accounts so that people who are coming in will be watching. I think we're getting the figures are increasing, and it's making a whole lot of sense. Thank you all. Bring everybody on board so that we can get the show on and on, ladies and gentlemen. At this juncture, I'm going to start while others will be joining us, because I think for the last couple of minutes, we've been trying to bring everybody on board. It makes a whole lot of sense to me. And so we can now start the show at once. Now, I want to address a few issues before I get to the crux of the matter. And what are these few issues that I must address? The importance of this revolution is rooted in our ability to determine those things that will act as deterrents to disunity, and those things that are there to foster unity. And I want to say here today that in my capacity as Eric Tato, I hold myself responsible for the actions I take, and I do a lot of scrutiny before I come on live to ensure that I do just exactly what is important to the survival of our people, and to the positive continuation of this movement. As most of you must be aware, I have put my life on the line to ensure that I continuously preach to our people the importance and the necessity to defend themselves. And because of the position some of us have put ourselves into, and because of the preachings we've had over time, there are some other declarations that we cannot make on social media. And of course, it gives me the singular privilege to emphasize on a lot of the things that I have said before. And every day I try to bring in new ideas to add as fuel to the already existing ideas that some of our leaders have had, and some of the ideas that I've postulated in the last couple of days. You know, please, if you join, you share, you click on like, you invite everybody. We need to get everybody on board. We see people are beginning to come so we can continuously move on ahead, you know. Now, there are a couple of things that I want to explain as a mass communication theorist. You know, this is specifically my domain. It's my domain, and I think that I owe every Ambazonian the right to explain a couple of things based on some theories of mass communication that are already existing and that have been postulated in the past by great mass communicators. Now, the essence of today's live show is to give Ground Zero more strength, more power, and I'll continuously tell them that there is only one person that can save us, and that person is you. It's you and I. It is our ability, It is our ability to copy the fastest fashion of self-defense, to copy the regulations that are applicable within our own very self, you know, where we can pick up our own weapons and then defend ourselves why the military comes to kill us. Now, I will continuously, without ceasing, preaching the essence and the importance of all Anglophones, especially those living in Victoria and those living in Mboya and those living in Moyoka and Kumba, to single out these guys from the other side of the Mongo and begin to guide their one hands. I have said this repeatedly. I know my voice is not very good today because of cold, but I want to emphasize on this point that it is going to assist to change the face of the movement. For those who don't know, and for those who think this matter is a joking matter, I want you to have a rethink, because in war, there is no romance. In war, there is nothing like hate speech in war. In war, there is no compromise. In war, you have to only preach those things that will give your allies and your compatriots the strategies to keep themselves alive. And those things are not regulated by international law. You have the right to speak it raw the way you can, and you have the right to tell your people to defend themselves. The only thing or few things that are regulated by international law, they are prisoners of war. They are prisoners of war that once they are arrested and their videos are put out there, they must be kept and protected. That notwithstanding, I've already told us behind closed doors, and we're going to be repeating in videos, that we know what to do. You have to activate the Gary process, and once the Gary process is activated, you don't have to get scared. You make sure that all those things are kept secret, like we have already said. And now, let me say this. Let me say this very clearly. You know, I want to touch first and foremost on this very significant thing that Comrade Mark Barita, one of the biggest voices in this movement, said yesterday. Like I told a lot of people in the past, I am very critical. I take my time. I watch the videos of all activists, except those who have become very redundant and very, parochial and, myopic in nature. Otherwise, I watch almost everybody. Yesterday, I watched Mark Barita from start to end, and he concentrated his live show on a very, it would have seemed like he's going over and over, but that was the essence. To reiterate, it is one of Mark's finest shows, because it gives me the impression that everybody is beginning to understand some of the things I've said many months ago. You know, when we started this movement, while I was just posting stuff, I used to tell people, and I've said it in many live shows, that what is your benefit? Sharing propaganda pictures, putting pictures out there that only show that you're harming the Republic. I've asked these questions many times, and I'm happy that we are beginning to understand that the essence of this movement, the fight, the struggle, depends on us, on our survival. And it's good that Mark Barita has come and said it again to corroborate some of the things we've said. I said many times that look at my work, look at what I share, look at the things I do, look at the kind of videos I put out there. You can put out a video to an extent showing the military strength of your forces, not showing, very bad images of people, maltreatment of, go and look at what some of us share. I think it is going to be like a critical lesson, and I want to sincerely thank Mark Barita for coming out with that very intrinsic expose. And people who used to say, Eric Tato, you only like to criticize people. I always say this, that there will always be a time when a time will always come in history when every little thing I've said in the past, that everybody then, when I said that, stop sharing pictures showing how we are suffering people, how we are doing this to La Republique, share only, if not mostly, pictures of our suffering. That is what I've dedicated myself to, sharing pictures of our suffering. And today it has happened that we already have that information, those information out there. They already have them, and now we're just trying to do damage control. If everybody, I want to take this credit very powerfully to myself, that if everybody thought like me in the past, When I did it, they said I was an agent. Why are you only, you're trying to demoralize people in war? While you're fighting as a people, you show the disadvantaged position. Those who are fighting for independence, you show the disadvantaged position of your people. We can't continuously put our people on arm's way. I said this, because I've said these things many times before. When I said it, that people say, oh, they've killed 200 soldiers. I'll say, no, it's 3. On the contrary, they have killed 80 civilians. They have killed this. Before people started picking up the figures of the refugees at 60,000, at 120, it's because I was putting them out there, because I needed people to know. Before people started saying that they have killed 6,000 people, because I was putting them out there. That is the essence of the communicator. We are not paid, but BI is paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get this guy clean his image. And Eric Taton has been doing these things for the past 3 years, 2 years for free. But yet people will come and condemn him. I'm thankful that Mark Barita came out there powerfully to tell some of these activists, though he didn't call their names. But for somebody like me, I'm somebody who believes in the communication theory that the event, please you pardon my voice, the event and the event maker are inseparably linked. Meaning that you cannot separate somebody, a thing, who is sharing the pictures. Call their names and put them out there. It's not going to make them popular. It's only going to make them notorious. The people are there who share pictures. They should stop sharing the pictures. You have Bella Franklin. He does that like nothing. Capo does it. Tapang does it. Even my sister, Kemi too, does it. I'm a very objective person. But no, Kemi is somebody that once you talk to her, she will immediately redress. And that is a strength, of all our people. People have been sharing very funny pictures, and I'm thankful that Mark Barita came out powerfully to put that point to rest, so that our people, our people would understand that this thing that this young man said 1 year ago, this is the impact. They cannot pick out any evidence from my wall. No, there is nothing on my wall that will incriminate our people. Anything that I put there, I will have a good defense. I'm following up. I know it's really bad on Ground Zero. I'm going to talk about all those things today. This show is going to be an hour. So, or thereabout. So, as I talk, sometimes I might talk for Pidgin. There are things I also need to speak in English. I'll come to Pidgin. So, I want to thank Mark Barita. I'll call his name many times on this show because yesterday he made me very proud. I listened to the show, I listened to it, and I said to myself, yes, this is what I expect of some of our activists. Because people, I've said this many times. I'm sorry about my voice. We shouldn't put out our people, how they are being killed. That is what the international community wants to see. They are killing people. Ask yourselves that why will you refuse to share a story as authentic as National Telegraph is? Why do you refuse to share a story that I said that they have killed 7 people in Etoko? Why do you refuse to share a story that they have killed 13 people in Bifang? Those are the things that will corrode the image of La Republique. Yet you take and conceal, or you read and pass. Okay, listen. Without talking so much, go to. I will show you a small example. If you go to one of my shows, one of my this thing, because with National Telegraph official page, you cannot track the number of people who read. You cannot see their names, but when they come there, 50,000 people, 100,000 people have visited the page for one article. You have an article with 80,000 visitors, and you have 100 shares. Why? I mean, let me tell you something. Sharing my articles, I want to say it here today, because I do thorough investigation. I investigate thoroughly. Sharing my article is like salvation. I want to say it here, because it is going to help. It's going to help to push the movement further. Even Comrade Cho Ayaba shared the article, the video that I did from Ghana. He was the first frontline leader to put it on his wall. Because, you look at all of these things, we have to do these things as a team. We must do it as a team. Of course, I applaud Mark Barita. Mark is doing a great job. And before, I used to say all these things. All activists, they had been sharing some kind of photos before, until recently. So I think that I've said that. I don't want to emphasize. I've added my voice to that of Mark Barita to tell people that, we have to look at pictures before we put out there, so that, so that we will not get affected by the you know the gambit of the Republic to Cameroon. So for that one, I wash my hands clean, and I'm thankful that anything I say a month or two or how many years ago is going to come to pass. I think with that said, I want to go to, we have about 500 people already watching, which is huge, and we hope to get 1,000 and so in no distant time. With that said, I want to go to some other issues that are on the agenda today. I'll be talking about the batch number, and I want to say before I get to other issues. So those who will be coming late, they'll be watching. If you follow me up, I'll try to be explaining. Now, just invite everybody. Once we have above 1,000, we'll start immediately. So I want to explain this batch number in the county by county. Please click on like, click on share, and bring everybody on board so that we can now talk on this batch number while everybody is watching. Now, I want to also say that I am glad at the level at which my outings frustrate a lot of people. You know, like people are already writing Ground Zero is bleeding. That is because we have some very unscrupulous people who have refused to understand that the importance of this revolution is not based on their personal ideologies or personal interests or whatsoever. I will come to that Ground Zero issue. Let me get to this very vital point about the county by county approach. A lot of people who are probably on the ground already understand that for us to survive, this is the way out. And I will talk on this, but just before that, let me draw our indulgences, crave our indulgences towards this particular thing. We know there are a lot of issues going on in Bamenda now, shooting and all of that. Now, in Kumba, a gang of thieves who are passing for Amber Boys have been harassing pastors in Kumba, and I hear the guys, they live behind the military barrack or military camp around Maiwan in Kumba there, where you have the former Frankfurt or something, the former school that is now defunct. I hear they are behind there. I'm trying to put all of that information together. I hear those guys, those thieves, they harass pastors and other indigenes in Kumba. The harassment on our civilians is just getting out of hand. So they harass people in the name of Amber Boys. And I want to tell everybody in Kumba watching me at this time that those boys that you see behind there, they come from around the military camp, they are military men or they are sponsored criminals, sponsored by the Republic of Cameroon. So, yes, exactly. Thank you, Clovis Neba. I know you come from that area. So these guys live behind this defunct school, and that is what they are doing. They're coming to corrode the image of our people, of our fighters. So there is no Amber Boy who goes around kidnapping or arresting people. So I want to say this very, 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 very straight and clean. Of course, that's Francophone College. I think that should be the right pronunciation for my friend Ulyss Otis. So they are arresting, going around, calling people, threatening people, and they ask for money. We already know where they are, and our restoration forces are going to take them out anytime soon. I go to Munya, where I will read this name and to tell this my brother in Munya that he is safe, that nobody is going to come around him, and those who kidnapped him yesterday and released him after 1.5 million will be tracked by restoration forces. I've already reported the issue to the Mountain Lions of Ekona and to the commanders who met in the meeting yesterday or 2 days ago. And so I want to say that for all those of you who are on Ground Zero, those of you, the people of Munya, fake Amber Boys arrested one of our brothers called Mufo Colbert, and they released him after his wife paid 1.5 million francs CFA, and they paid that money in Munya. So, and this was on Monday, and it was on Ghost Town Day. So, we want to say that for those of you who are in Munya, who are corroding the image of the Amber Boys, when we see you, we will not gari your one hand. We will pass you through a complete gari process. The Amber Boys are aware, and this issue is going to stop. We don't want to see people, all this free, it has to stop. So Amber Boys, they already know, and they know what to do. So I'm saying that our brother, Mofo Corbett, I feel very bad and sad that they had to steal your hard-earned money, 1.5 million. Now, there are other cases that have been reported to me in Upper Bayan around Ebensuk, where some people kidnapped one of our sisters. There are cases in Mutengene, where they have kidnapped many people, and they are writing letters and warning civilians. These are not Amber Boys. These issues will have to come to stop. We have all their numbers. Please, if you have any number that is disturbing you, calling your people for money, just send them to us. Send them to me. We'll pass it through. We'll identify them, and we'll get them right in their family houses. This issue, like these guys who took this 1.5 million in Munya, we already know you. I know where some of you live. Even the ladies that are involved in all these transactions that they do around, we know them. So we are saying that they should stop, because it's not going to work anymore. I mean, you will take money from La Republic, and then you come and try to corrode the image of our revolution. We will not accept it. Now, with this said, I also want to go to the case of Etam. There is a situation in Etam that I am very happy that the ADF has responded. So I want to tell, in this case, I will not call it kidnapping, I'll call it arrest. Because I received a video, I've shared this video with Walters Keyaka and Mark Barita. This is how I always operate. This video is done by one of our brothers in Dubai, who did it and sent to me, complaining about the arrest of his mother and father in Etam by General Ivo, that their brother must come and join the military. But the ADF has now told me that it seemed they saw their brother around Etam or stuff like that. So that's how I operate. It's not because I see the things that are wrong about Komecho Ayaba, that he does that are not correct, that I'll come and put a video that is going to destroy the image of our movement. I will not do that. I received the video and I kept it. And I've sent to two persons, to Mark Barita and to Walters Keyaka. And I want to say that these guys of Etam who are watching me, be rest assured. Brother Corbett is alive. Brother Corbett of Munya is alive. He was released. Be rest assured that we are working behind closed doors with ADF to get your parents released. At the same time, I want to condemn that act of the ADF to have arrested these old people based on the fact that they want to force their son to come and join the Amber fighters. We're not going to do that. And I thank God that I've shared this video only with the ADF. With Walters Keyaka. I've also shared a video with Walters Keyaka and Mark Barita on the meeting that was held in somewhere classified around Munya amongst all the generals. The ADF was there, Sokadev, all the fighters in Munya, in Fako, they came together. So I've sent this thing because that is how I operate. I have a lot of things in this phone that naturally I will not put in here, I will not put out here, except otherwise. If the ADF had refused to solve that problem, then you will see me put the video out here. So with that said, our revolution is on track, and I think that unity of purpose, total unity is the strength at this moment. Please bring everybody on board and let's get this thing on. So if you are a fighter on ground zero, you have to make sure that you keep your guard and keep yourself together. Keep yourself together, all fighters, and put your ears open for a total collaboration. I want to still repeat, without fear or favor, that all fighters on ground zero, I want to say this here clearly, and I'm happy that everybody who is on board already understands where we are moving to, and I want to say it very clearly that I will continuously preach what is universally accepted, what is universally understood by our people. With this said, Ladies and gentlemen, I want to get now to the crux of my discussion after all of you watching are already on board. Now, let me be very clear here that this platform, Eric Tato, remains one of the most liberal platforms. From time immemorial, I have made it a duty and I have sworn to the ethics of my profession based on the fact that I am a galvanizer of free speech and the freedom of expression and the right to write any detritus that is not contrary to facts and truths. I have given the express permission to everybody, whether or not you insult me, you do videos or whatever, I'll make sure I will never block you, whether you're a fake or real profile. That is the strongest quality of Eric Tato. That is the most vital quality of Eric Tato. Now, let me tell us something about why I say that this quality is strongest. I want us to listen. It's very important for social media communication. You know, there is something we call in mass communication the power of silence. Somebody just indicated to me that I should talk about the batch number before I get to this other thing so that people will be coming, they will get the most essential thing. We will now get to batch number. Now, this batch number, what do I mean by batch number in the independence or the county by county approach? You already understand that a lot of things we have said. Let me answer this guy who's talking about ADF because some of you get a little bit confused. Well, I'll answer this comment. I said that the ADF is operating in the area where they have arrested the mother and the father of this our brother from Dubai. The last time I said Etam and Mato, and I've not changed it. So we don't bother about what you're trying to say, and you have the right to be on this platform, like I've said. That said, let me get out there to this particular issue. You see, each time we don't understand a thing, it's good to ask. I have listened to a couple of people do some few or 3, 4 audios, and I came to the conclusion that the point about county by county is the best. Why is it the best? We have done a survey on the National Telegraph War, and 93% of the people who voted for county by county, while 7% voted for block by block. Now, it is not because county by county is now being preached by Eric Tato that you wouldn't try to amend it. I want to say, give you a very simple example between quinine and quaterm. You know, when malaria became resistant to quinine, quinine was no longer effective in treating malaria. Somebody invented or manufactured quaterm. You know, quaterm now has also become, not very efficient, and more malaria treatments have come out. So the essence about life is upgrading. So it is not, you don't say a man who is upgrading has actually copied. Because even you have, it's like a car. The cars have years, and they have models, and they have makes. When you live, it's like moto. For the county by county thing, they like moto. As I want to have a talk say, this batch number will not say block by block. A lot of some few people where they try to oppose the county by county. Now because they say not be Eric Tato be get for talk. Now they may get for upgrade them so that means they get the credit. Me, I know they work this thing for credit. All these things are just be inspired by God and discussion how to get them around with people. When you get moto to be from 1999, that motor go to work during that period. But when the motor don't go out of fashion, if you get new motor like 2000 something, it doesn't seem like malaria medicine. Medicine we use for malaria for 10 years ago, quinine and the rest. We not be use that medicine again now. Now quaterm, even quaterm don't go out. Now new medicine in day. So the county by county remain grossly it's tested in the BLM already and it's succeeding, and it go help we a lot for change a lot of dynamics. Now I want to talk one simple thing about this batch number. The batch number for county by county, some person asked me, say, how will stop infiltration? Then, as we ask those questions, you will give me idea for think as a communicator and for think as a strategist. You know, one of the ways that will stop maximum infiltration now by this new policy for inside county by county code known as the batch number. Now we get 13 counties or 14, including Bakassi, but of course now that 13 be effective. Now, with the batch number, what will happen? I say my proposal. And I say, once we don't get all military from Manu, for example, they say charity begins at home. Let me start by analyzing my county. When we don't get all soldiers, normally, no country, not the way they take military, give one man. Even for America, America get military cantonments, or what you call them, regiments or contingents, you know, where you make sure that they divide them into camps and they get central command. But nobody go to say me any camp they operate on their own. No. Anybody, there's a chain of reaction. Not be some chaotic thing where any man or general on their own, they do their own thing, they go no. Now, by the way, block by block, but they give you the approach for gang, for thieves. Will not be probably the person who postulate the idea, the first former, but they don't take advantage for the weak side of the idea of block by block, for exploit, for beginning to kidnap people. Now, either way, I thought of county by county. And how will help for stop infiltration? Now, the watertight strategy for stop infiltration. Now, batch number. What I mean by batch number? I might explain batch number. Now, take for example, from Ngokitunja. From Ngokitunja, where they for northwest, or northern zone, as a lot of us will prefer for column, Ngokitunja get 13 villages. Now, might just go for the small demonstration about Ngokitunja. Just a minute. From Ngokitunja, we get 13 villages. Okay, this is what I want to say about Ngokitunja. And no one go for Manmid and they'll say they always go cut example of a village. You know, say people in their way all their lifetime. Now only for looks on Chinwe, it don't make no sense and begin to make conspiracy theory out of it. Now, as you travel look now, some issue I draw up about Ngokitunja, great. So, for Ngokitunja, for example, Ngokitunja get 13 villages. And how we work on county code from Ngokitunja, you get Balikumbat, now subdivision or local government area. Now, when the group now 13 villages, now you get the Ngokitunja figure that self-defense group as a county, where all of them they work as one with one central general, one central governor, and then they will decide because they look at the neighboring villages, which village near which one. Take for example, this Baligashu, Baligangsin, and Balikumbat, and the rest they speak the same language. You will put them like 4 or 5 under one of the brigades or one of the that if people decide to call them block, no problem. So when you put them under that, now you know say now Balikumbat subdivision. Now any man when you fight for county, any fighter for county, you know, now that kind of person we must be ready for give out the information for the generals them or for the central government. Now some person who can talk say you give out information because they want to take information from the republic. That one has small thinking people. I want to make them because when they want to come with I don't already talk. Now small people they think small, they not get brain. Non-military, not there for the world. Even now the B1 military, we know people by name, we know General Ibo, we know General Slice, and the rest have done that, all of that stuff. I know my beginning to fight for my area, for one Chibicheku, I know all them by name and faces. Now the essence that for betting. Before I want to belong to any of our county army or gendarme or police, you get from make sure so you get a detail at least 50% about who you be, your name, your date of birth, and all of that. Now the registration process that we will put out that one down for central government where some of these our if that information we go for if it be handled by Kwanga, by Yaba, by Sako or any person where they go put down because we hope that they go unite for this conference for Washington here. When that is done, you will not give any man will be the register. When you register any fighter, you will get a batch number. Where to be the batch number? The batch number, now say for example, you now quote, county quote, where if you take for example, okay, Eric Tato, he fight for the brigade from Ngokitunja where they between Baligashu, Baligangsin, and Balikumbat under Balikumbat local government area. When I give the name for the or whatever. Now, let me explain this. You go give Eritato, say Eritato, your code na, Ngokitunja, for example, na NG, your code na NG, then Bali, you put B, and then you put 3317. Whatever code. Now, the kind of sort of generate code them, where each code, when you want to say Eritato, you what to be a batch number. You say your batch number na NGB 3171. Now, your general will immediately check and ask you the next question, say, what to be your name? Eric Tato. That name must match with that batch number. When we don't do that batch number idea, when we don't do that batch number stuff, now we will exchange the registration list for each general, for each county. Now, when the BLM Red Dragon get all soldiers and name and their badge numbers and for other 12 counties plus his own, the man of Kupe Maningoba will get the same way Red Dragon get them. So all the generals now they get central information about all my way they fight for each county. So now, how you go do infiltrate? When you come out camp on Zian, you can't talk say you be fighter, you just can't stroll for this side. The first way Indian general or some person go ask you and say, where to be a badge number? Okay. Sometimes they report if you generate badge number, you go come match with which one we get our system. Because they generate. You say if you lie, coincidentally your badge number go for na later to your name. Your badge number na waiting. Na NGB 3117. Wait to be a name. You know no say na every time to get that badge number because you must make sure say you as a fighter, your badge number will be na your identity. You got to keep a sacred way. Every mommy not get for no. It's like your UB number. UB0245, all of that. You get like a social security number. Once that don't be established, where each fighter they keep in number, a code sacred, you know, we go obviously be able, when you can't tell free marshal say, you come on and Manu County. Okay, for Manu County, if we give people the upper Bayan fighters, their code will start with UP. When an upper Bayan, UP 3736, we mix us so. So, when we don't do all of this, you go field marshal, say you say you come up by wait to be a badge number, UP 3736, wait to be a name, Eric Tato. He look no, not be Eric Tato. They just arrest you one time before they start asking question. They know say you be spy. So they therefore start corner, use your picture for corroborate with Upper Bayan Brigade and General for Manu. For no whether this fight and I say if forget my badge number on how. So that they fit clearly off, and then we make sure say we get a safe way with the fight, you know. We get a better way we already check this thing. So, whether or not we won't argue, the fact say this idea they come up from me, now just inspiration from God, not be saying that something way it must come out of some big man, or from my don't there for 20 years before we take the idea. When we don't get badge number, or if we get 10,000, we got to get statistics for fighters. We got to know all man. If you want fight, you must be ready. If you go show your face for video, say your name like this. Why you no one give your name if you true fighter of Ambazonia? That way, we will know who are those people where they fight for Mutengene, where they fight for Mutengene, or where they terrorize for Fako, where we know say not we are fighters. You go know. General for Fako will know. Any fighter I go to something, obviously they go know say now I don't do the thing for the play because badge number is going to work very appropriately. You know. So whether or not you want to disagree with something, try for bring a lot of argument will be substantial. No only can call Eric Tate name 2 billion times for one audio. They really talk no sense. You tell me say you be La Republic. Who not know see La Republic, not La Republic. We know people in La Republic long ago. So these are just ideas that will help to crush down, to kill all these people the way now fake people. So their badge number remain the best for where it be watertight. We will not get no man we will infiltrate with. Because once any fighter catch you when a real fighter, he get the badge number of a camp. The first will ask you, where to be a badge number, you talk him. Where to be your next this thing, I say, where to be your name, you talk your name. Once your name match for day, they will still call your general for clearance. Once your name just be, it be regular with your badge number, they arrest you immediately, they never even ask you. So that is exactly the point, and so therefore look at these policies in order to help us for put out the enemies to shame. We got several enemies in Ambazonian and therefore inside we were an enemy, La Republic an enemy. So I think say now wait till I going to talk about that badge number. No one overemphasize. Now I want to talk about this power of silence and bandwagon effect for communication. A lot of people do not understand what will happen. Why with me I still remain very strong. Because wait I don't notice and I say, any man, like some of the fake profiles, the way that they can write Eric Tato, a name for that war. Why you just go click for that name? When you see things the way that they share them, and the kind of people that thing that they share, you go know who that people they be. They share a particular people, and you go know exactly the kind of people. Now the disadvantage is where the fake profile they get them. The disadvantage I say, me, I get a very huge following. And anything we talk, it may get no impact because if I want something for WhatsApp, you go off for all Ambazonians and they go buy the idea. You send your own, it end for 2-3 people, just like they do for Facebook. Now, you create Facebook account. Like one of the activists of the talk is me, I used to get small heated debate for inbox. And it is proud for me how we, na it be Cyril Nancy, na it be Tambe Ashu, na it be Ashu Brian. It is proud all of those things. And I talk say, I don't deal with all of those things. Now, by the way, if you see Cyril Nancy online, you know see Ashu Brian. If you see some particular fake profile, you know see the other one. So they only change account, you know, like from my phone. I get Eric Tato and I get Eric Tato Tano. Where I just click anyone that come, I go there and stuff like that, like I get National Telegraph. So I want to talk say a lot of these things and the way I don't want to go into, you know, because of time, I don't want me to show too long. I know I will explain this power of silence and bandwagon effect next time. Because I want to talk the most essential thing. I know a lot of people will sticker watch them because, you know. Now, I want to talk about this march for Washington, D.C. This march, will not fail for B-Day. Any man will go day, it will remain very vital and historic for you. For the people that from Michigan, plenty people not be understand. Michigan community manual elements, they you know, organize a big event for Michigan from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. because we surely make typo, we go put 2 p.m. No, now 2 a.m. And you know, say flight from Michigan to Washington D.C. now just 1 hour. So me for the way they did Ganzo, me not confused say, oh that show that thing from Michigan, it go disturb the one for Washington D.C. Not get no way they go disturb them. I don't talk with some organizers for day. They talk say people they will come up for day because flight and delay for American airline where they come for 5 a.m. where if, no matter how much layover I get, I won't be 10 or reach for DC here. So everybody, you know, well, I'll answer this particularly because it's important. So when so not getting capacity for gather that information. No, we'll get the capacity. We'll get the capacity because even before they do most of this, even for America, they take census to sometime manually. So we'll do all of those things. We'll get experts. When a computer expert over here, they will generate codes them. They will put them on system. Those things are easy to do, brother. There is nothing that we cannot do with this 21st century kind of gadgets that we have. So with that said, the DC conference or DC 1 million man march remains very primordial. And of course, on that day, when at 18th, I will stream all the events live now with the National Telegraph. You know, now National Telegraph will stream and live, not be Eric Tato or Eric Tato Tano. So all my followers, you know, say you go follow that event of National Telegraph because one make them very professional. So if you never be there, you go for go. I'm not gonna fit invite you because that one is official page. You just go there, click for follow so that you get everybody on board and you try for share. Now, for these two other very crooked people, them. Because I talk say I not get reservation when I want talk about Maui be dishonest. I want to talk about General Yimfu when I will make it general, and the other man, the other very lousy man, what they call and say him so funcha. I respect him, but he be too lousy, big man for his age. Not for the BA so not be because say he talk against ASC, not concerned, but now say I want to say me look at person to call and say me look at Ayapo Abine. Ayapo, I get a lot of things where I disagree with Ayapo. Maybe do for Aqua at the time. When I don't talk, I'm clean and clear most often. Say, I not respect plenty of Ayapo things because he not be a very perfect man, though, but he not be God anyway. But Ayapo shows some very important example. Say, you feel fight where they inside. So I want to tell in Sofoncha and Yimfu say, wait till they do and they help to disgrace themselves more. Because say, there is no way you feel the fight. After you resign, they kick you out, they sack you in fact for ASC, bring new man, and then we start talk. If you be correct person, they talk with the inside government, like Ayapo they do. Now by the way, none of these CPDM politicians them, they never can talk anything from man here. You only talk with the inside government. Now Yumfu every day Yumfu the post. These people there's trouble on ground zero. When you be the thief money, you not be the give fighters, you not be the toxic trouble the ground zero. Because they bypass una give fighters and una take $10,000. Una give fighters $100. Una take this amount. This is what everybody does. Oh, now the misappropriation say not even come out of the pole up for IG. Now for una generals them, una take money, una go take money, una not get grand zero, una they first pole for cry because they don't sideline una. I want to tell una say there is no way where you feel criticize where you already be outside. You got to criticize where they inside. That will take you seriously. So always you do the help of discredit yourself. You show the world how stupid you be. And Ambazonians they know all the time people they will know now. You not be the talk because they don't move you out because you don't get access to money again. Why you food you start talk over now? Where be the inside where they give you money? You talk say you go give receipt for money they send them for you. Where you receive them from IG. That's good too. May not ask accountability from all man. Bring 2 receipt where you give bring receipt where you don't the money you take them. Bring corresponding receipt where you send them for Ganzero. So now only talk about one side receipt too. Where you bring receipt where IG give you, bring receipt for balance up which you don't give for Ganzero. So when I stop all this thievery, now why I don't talk say county by county, now the only way I will go help we for stop all these people the way they bring with condition, they disturb we. Because you know, see no man will get hard for Ambazonia where 1 minute fight go on. It is right only thing that they discourage fighters for ground. How a ground no day they make fake audios them, ask boy them they make fake audios, some they make audios and change their voices, and then the official will not know. So I want to tell you and so forth I say they be the biggest criminals for the revolution. At the third and if here. I know that they will go make audio for start sabotage Eric Tato. Me, I be pillar for this communication thing because I know way I fit communicate at what time. And I don't tell people they say I need to beg none of una. I will tell you the truth anytime. If you be thief man, you be thief man. You don't remain in the inside IG, you not talk. As soon as you come out, we start hear audio, we start see kind write up. So you or wait till they call you, you know, you better change because for me. You not get 1% for credibility. And then you listen to that shit the way you do. So you had better changed and then you face yourself straight. Because when you don't thief, then you not get means of thief, you start criticize. Or when they receive money. I know I don't talk for IG say all the fighters that talk. Every so other my countryman they Grand Zero they call it say Abuno, where if you don't take your own money, fighters they complain every day. I get videos and one they post them. Because it will discourage people. I know all now. So you know, I don't care if whether IG, some people say whether IG is scam or not be scam. I don't say talk say all leaders them, me they bring account. All man from Morix to AGC to all man. So not be about IG, not be about AGC, not be about Kakuf, not be about Scope, not be about any particular person. Now the whole now when I don't touch money for the movement. Now all man we don't touch money. So you not get no moral standing. For cast stand talk say, Mr. Manka get account when you get your own account. Me, Eric Tato, I get the power all time. Only me one for all activists. You never can call all man from IG to Morix to individual. I say, bring account because I'm not getting not to owe any man. I need to take nothing for no man. I don't say talk say I go meeting where IG they invite me, I pay my fuel. They say take fuel this $20, $50. I talk say, but I come keep that fuel. I don't need that because for drive 12 miles or how many miles go there, not be $10, not rich. You put $10, go come by, you still get enough for tonton. So not be for 5,000, you know, sacrifice some movement. I just say, suppose the job be wicked for nothing. So that is the essence. So no matter what happen, this thing I did talk because it remain important. Me, I must talk me what people they know say. All the audio there they come up for damn me guns, they will listen, not take them serious. Now just criminals the way they don't fail for part of their banditry, where they can make sure say they sabotage. They sabotage the government and in essence they ridicule themselves. So me, any man where they inside something, if they talk that time, I take it serious. Once you come out, people they respect Ayapon. Ayapon are the most popular Anglophone and even Cameroon politician because if they criticize the CPDM government inside CPDM. So now where they do, I mean, not even can't talk because you don't know a serious man, but not be say you are in so function, man in so function and noise maker. You become already call me, you resign since that way go like I say the cash it came out or you do not how or na cash and take bribe. I've not asked Namuna resign since so una be you as a big man conference you come with all these they come together, you can't tell them the call of the conference. You be who in so function. You be who? You know when you see some very stupid people they be lousy. Now another goat. And if you ever call no man name, any man won't talk I did talk them because listen, God na adjective. When you dull for some level and you not get some conscience from see people. The only one can talk. You must talk. That's the question. It's better you come and be an activist like us so that you begin to criticize people. You put your position for activists. other than coming and you are talking rubbish every time. We don't have time for all this nonsense. People don't pass that time where when I do all this, when I live and for we activists and move, put leaders in order. You say be leader, you don't thief your own. You thief your own way, not day. You thief, try to move your army, thief again. You can't start criticize. The same government will give you money. The money they want to take. Me, I know all money don't take. The only person, one of the few persons, even Brother Bell, waiting for China when I attack a convoy for minister, when they go somewhere convoy, it will take money. I do work. Now one man that I recommend it. Now serious person that Ashu Kingsley. Now another person that way, it will take money to do work. So I know owner. So in so Foncha and Yumfu, I want to tell an official, I say, Muna shut up. We not disturb. I mean, we not need, we not get soldier and Africa and go. We not go the soldier for heaven or hell. We not go to more rest. We go still fight the bloody homeland. So Muna stop the team of the disturb. Any Yumfu post and a negative post. But before we talk, ASC Joint Brigade has killed this boy in Nguti. Plus they lie the way they add and they even the one they need kill him. You add and they just look at so just look quiet. So all that 200 soldiers they way kill him on Nguti they will lie because we want to take money. You feel so don't know. Now the very same mark with the talk. Say me no man no can posting anything happen, but you put do it every time. So we don't talk say whether or not I like them, are there for the movement for put pepper for our skin. So now therefore stay on the track or now leave Ambazonia alone. We'll not get with time. We'll not get with time for get the kind criminals them. When a gang of thieves them where after they don't fail, you know, they come now, you can't every day they share negative thing for key revolution, from show further divide, you know, so that somebody don't know go cast to say that the other leader they push man to do this thing. Yumfo and so Foncha, you're on your own. You need to represent Ambazonia. You have been sacked, You want to go anywhere, you can go to hell, that is all. So more than not being all those fighters they listen me way una giving pay 1 hour legends for Yumfu and Foncha on a boycott. They not get no money for you and that money not there again for their pocket. Any my work make noise for the movement. Me the move money to their pocket the way some hold the move and so we do thing them. I contribute for any even while father where they shoot up for Muyoka, I do my contribution for $100. I do them. Yes, I contribute. Every not get struggle for satisfy people. I talk and because now public fact I not gonna lie against father. I do contribution $100. Yes, you contribute. You know more when I say now interim government will take money give you before you do something. You so Foncha all the time you work for Europe. You make noise. You be one of the highest criminals for the movement. You the only man the brick for Europe. To say they Ganzero. Would you see all those things? You should don't quiet. You come here, you can't make noise every day. You should not make video. What when I stay quiet? Even the best way bush hunter. Apostle freak stack and we don't go down for Ganzero. You do correcting them. Maybe do a few mistakes. When I need leave on one hangy because you don't go Ganzero and not you go Ganzero. We will learn to appreciate people. We stand with people the way they do proper things. I don't care even some our Manu brothers they say, so long as I for the movement, any mind won't be egocentric, I will bring it out over the Facebook. I lay it. God already give me a platform and people they follow me because they know say when man they talk true, he said they know say they talk true. Why they lie, you know say you talk like I don't be consistent because not the way they talk when up on true and no way and not a fact. I don't even carry the things I be talking about. You just continue so for the line and so they go up. So so Foncha and Yumfu, I will come on and then many times on this video say, make una be very careful because I know how hard you for lease or put that for arrest and keep us on place. So if you want come out can't disturb this movement because we don't pay for ask IG for more money, we don't take money, we don't collect them more than when for self-defense, IG don't give them money approximately more than $400,000 dollars. 400, and I don't do it to them money. When they take money, which control they for buy granite. We now take $10,000, give picking them 200,000, chop 9,800. So when they live big, picking them the suffer. Now so when the Komoka talk say they are not bullets. They are not, I talk with fighters for Kona, Moyoka, and the rest, all those areas. You know why they call picking them for society. When I release a man, they release him. You know why? Because they trust me. They know I'm not giving them wrong advice. That's the point. So you people when I don't pay for continuously thief money, thieving hold on block. Now you can't make noise. Because I did not realize when I take money and I give picking again. I be talk on my live show say not be true that talk. So now way when I be intermediate when I take money give guns. So when I thief that money, me I just start giving money directly for that. Now why that way? County by county go solve all these problems for the bank they all get them. Where they take money in reach, each county contribute money, take percentage, give them for federal government or whatever I won't call the government. Then the county they coordinate themselves. Okay, take for example, manipulate them for diaspora only for America alone. America get 50 states. 50 states minus Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., Washington District of Columbia, not the state. You get the Washington state where they're different. The one at federal headquarters is not part of the states. Because if you want to Washington, D.C., where we can't match, it will be 51. But we get 50 states. Okay, talk say, for each state, me they raise $2,000. for first start the fund. Only for America alone. Man, you get 52,000 times 50. You could already give you $100,000. Wait the fee raise for 1 hour. Yes! Go manu for UK. You do the same. But because when I don't bring some kind thing them, you know, when I know, see, my tell on one thing, when I don't know. Whether or not una like them, the movement they so it already succeed. All una fake old. Now I talk say some people you go do audio, you do audio, you write for Facebook with fake name. When you go create the account, you create account only 2 days ago, 1 month ago. Then you don't keep them dormant for long. Because they want to attack every title, you go sign in, you remember the password you take, you can't come out the password, you can't start talk shit. And some point they don't even go check. When man they talk, you go click the account. Say now who this look in as a human being. Me put a picking them, a woman, put the old pictures, let me while they put all my things for Facebook, they need to delete. I need every comment where call me how. I need to delete them because say those things for me are souvenir. Now souvenir because they show me how far I don't go. So all the things were in so fun cha and you put the do am. When I tell they say me every time I tell they say they be thief people. Not thief, not scamming, not criminals. And me they know say they make it that nonsense. So we, the people of Ambazonia, we go guide them, we go turn them upside down. So when they make all these things, when they look people they out there, when I say they picking the joke. Any fight away they associate yourself with these two yimfu and so fun chat. This associate yourself immediately, county the camp. I get some Manu elite. We don't promise say once we start from Manu, we go give you 10 AK-47s. Yes, it's not a joke. He told me yesterday on phone, say be able with his wife to donate 5 or 10 AK-47s. So if you imagine how much people they be ready for go, people they don't need for just give them money for the governor quietly $10,000. Me that name not come out. But how can they do it? Because with the kind of contribution, any man they talk run his mouth anyhow, you know. So we got to listen to our consciences. We look at ourselves in the mirror and say, hey, quinine for malaria not be the work. Now every cattle don't bring Quatem. Not be Quatem go help we. If you know one Quatem, go use quinine, go die of malaria. So we from Manu and other counties will already give our people them better malaria treatment. Where in this case, now county by county, you know. So we don't want all these thief people. They will not carry this table audio. Then what I don't pay for continue for thief. That way they inside government not talk. Who give you which morality get avocat talk with the comment inside government? I talk from so front and info. When I be criminals, when I be criminals. I mean, I thief people. When I be like this young DJ Momo, they kind of way if start talk against Pobia. When Pobia can give small money, stop for talk. Take for example, Secretary Chris Anu. Not if ever come out today start criticizing Terran government. He go make himself the biggest fool. I mean, put yourself in that position. Why don't wait for government wait until they happen? You cover just stay quiet. Me, I fit talk with all power, all strength because I don't belong for no government. That very Terran government, I don't call them out. I don't see. My turn on one thing. Why I'm not like them? Every time I come for Castile, I will not Dr. Do Good. I will not Dr. Do Good Gary Master. I will make sure say all will not sink. You see that Siri Nancy don't come. He don't finish the other fake profile. He don't change them because I don't call him. I don't come back towards the end of the show. That's why I like una because I make sure say I disgrace una very well. So continue. Yeah, real man. Oh, every time of the suffer the guys they put the turn account up and down. We can coach you. They go my Facebook today. How many years? They go 10 years ago, 5 years ago. They go bring with all the beautiful pictures where the chop fine life. They need to bring them. They only bring them one the way. I see they can't pay strong man. You know, I keep up for album. One of my lecturers will teach me for mass communication. Say the best place for keep your picture now for air space. That's Facebook. It just did it, you know, and they enjoy. One I go bring and show. You want to say the work? Now they must say I'm busy at work. The same thing where the man 10 years they for private chat. Say I'm busy at work. They start the snap na moto they show me. Oh my goodness! I deal with you now. You guys are finished, master. I say. Thank you, my sister Helen Ken, for coming on live. And we don't make the point very clear. Say, all these tips that will go. Every pattern on a medicine. When I go do her. I get the communication strategy from my face. I know waiting for talk and which time for talk and waiting for not talk. So at the end of the day, the issue go and read Spiral of Silence and Bandwagon Effect. If you Google and read them, you go understand a lot of the things that I want to talk. You know, so now either way, I tell most of these fake profiles, they say, I'll be their boss. No, I don't finish show. I don't finish show. I just get my fun now with the fake profile. I just come online. Master. Gary, the hot people that skin, Gary, the hot people that skin all over. You know, the guys that they cry. So what's going on with this guy? So, with that said, all these fake generals, I don't already give you one example. Say, how if you say Secretary Chris Anu, he come out. They can start talk against IG. He get the same way this other con man, where they call it success in Congo, where they don't really vomit. Now he only make sure say he talk something they contrary to some ideas, the way they talk so, turn so, and all of those. So if you don't there for government, start criticize government. I don't tell every man manipulate that tell they say, me I therefore push forth this county by county and for talk at our end for ensure say we put everybody together. But I never ever get for any strategic position for the manu stuff. I would give my advice. You get Emmanuel Oben, you get Fritz Takan, you get Barrister Gilos and all of those people. Them, they. You get Seseko, Akat, and all of those people. Them, you know, they did in a point that way. They go help to put our thing for up. You get Manu Ellis the way they get ready for donate. You know, time we will study county by county. I go do live video. That is do my own donation. Me all man siam. Yes, I will do live video my own donation. Me all man siam so that we encourage other people there for donate. So I think I want to thank everybody. My brother Sammy Black, you know, I think from UK. I think if I remember a place. Almighty World Show. Now the idea that not really feel sound. And so thank you. I want to come online. We know a show will not announce them, but we get quite a number watching already. So you'll share. If you watch the show, you know, share where you go back, you go share so that all this beautiful thing we will preach them. It will come out. So for all this info and so furniture, it go save una, it go give una more respect for shut up because when I disgrace on ourselves and our family them. Because I'm not fit thief again. So now I say okay, and I'm gonna destroy the other small pot they get on small thief or the one thief. When I don't thief now, when I live to that pot they get for the thief too, they not get guns. But unfortunately, they're not fit thief again because now they can't go county by county. So I just leave them. Say when I don't thief, time for thief don't pass. When I concentrate for help, for push good strategies. Not for to do video and audio every day. Say granite no day. So we will already know say granite no day since. We start talk since about granite. Every time you in so fun every day chairman for ASC. Granite no be every day. We start the granite be go. So I think that without done, we are going to leave at this juncture. Thank you very much. Except say some particular thing they will not talk. I forgot to tell and say for the match for DC, we will stream and live now for National Telegraph, the official page. So if you watch me, invite your friends and go for that page because one all man go to watch that day from that page the comment, you know, so that means you get international weight because that page will be on special push out from Facebook so that it will reach everybody for Washington DC because I will do a special sponsorship for that page for Washington DC. So if you did watch this show, you just go back, go for National Telegraph official, we get NT, you click like and follow, then you share the link for all WhatsApp groups so that all man they go follow that page because the page that will go use them for stream that video live and we'll interview a lot of people on the ground. So without said, National Telegraph henceforth now we're going to do the live videos and so that we'll build that page for get international awareness because the most credible page that will get them as far as my 3 pages a bit concerned and the one that we international community taken seriously. Thank you very much. God bless you now for the love, for the support, for everything. Despite my small call, I get that so say no, I'm gonna talk about people that about the batch number and for 10 and so furniture and info that they don't thief enough, but we don't discover and say they not continue for thief. Now what first the first sack in so furniture, then info to don't go your own way. Now even Bell ready for China, it work with IG, it talk with me, say don't take it for them, but it be ready because as soon as so yeah, they complain. Say IG never do well the way they expect them, but they wrong is on $10,000. Now person that way say and say he get conscience. Don't say Bell if do better work past owner. But any camp for them can't condemn. So when I just do for you, I just waste on time. So when I be very proactive, when I behave like Bell, like other people, then not be only so I can condemn IG or say money they come up before and also not serious. So no more theft. It's done and it's over. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye bye.